Imagine working your whole life, stashing away a good chunk of your paycheck into your 401k, only to find out that withdrawing that money comes with a landmine of rules and penalties. One wrong move, and bam, you owe taxes, fees, and possibly regret. But what if I told you there's a way to take out that money smarter, cleaner, and without paying a cent more than you have to? Stick around, because what you don't know about 401k withdrawal rules could cost you thousands of dollars or more. And by the end of this video, you'll understand exactly when and how to take out your money without blowing up your retirement plans. Number 1. What is a 401k and why it matters? Let's start at the beginning. What exactly is a 401k? A 401k is a retirement savings account offered by many employers. You put money into it directly from your paycheck, often before taxes, and that money grows over time. Here's the catch. You're not supposed to touch it until retirement. Think of it like planting a tree. The longer you let it grow, the more fruit it gives. But if you chop it down too early, you get a small pile of wood and a big fine. Number 2. The magic age. Why 59 and a half is so important. This may sound oddly specific, but here's the rule. If you take money out of your 401k before you turn 59 and a half years old, you will usually owe a 10% early withdrawal penalty on top of income tax. Let's say you withdraw $10,000. At age 45, you'll not only pay your regular income taxes, say 22%, but also an extra 10% penalty. That's $3,200 gone, just like that. So if you're tempted to raid your 401k to buy a car or go on vacation, think again. Let it grow, let it breathe, let it mature. Number 3. The exceptions to the penalty rule. Now, what if you're younger than 59 and a half and really need the money? There are some exceptions where the 10% penalty is waived. You still owe income taxes, but no extra fee. For example, you become permanently disabled. You leave your job at age 55 or older, or 50 if you're a public safety employee. You face huge medical bills that exceed 7.5% of your income. You set up what's called a Rule 72T withdrawal. More on that in a moment. Let's say you're 5'6" and just retired from your job. You can take money out of your 401k without the 10% penalty. It's called the Rule of 55. Pretty neat, right? Number 4. Taxes still linger, even without penalties. Even if you dodge the penalty, you still owe regular income tax. Your 401k is not a magic vault of tax-free money. It's tax-deferred. That means you didn't pay tax on the money going in, but you will pay when you take it out. So if you withdraw $30,000 in a year and you're in the 22% tax bracket, expect to pay around $6,600 in taxes. You need to plan for this, especially in retirement when every dollar counts. Number 5. Required minimum distributions. You can't hide forever. Here's the twist that surprises a lot of people. Once you hit age 73, if you were born after 1950, the government forces you to take money out of your 401k. This is called a required minimum distribution, or RMD. Why? Because Uncle Sam wants his tax cut, and if you don't take your RMD, you could get slapped with a penalty equal to 25% of the amount you were supposed to withdraw. Yes, 25%. If you were supposed to take out $10,000 and you didn't, you could owe a penalty of $2,500. That's money gone, just because you missed a rule. Number 6. Rollovers can delay the rules, if done right. What if you're changing jobs or retiring? You can roll your 401k into an IRA, an individual retirement account. This can sometimes give you more flexibility and control, but be careful. If you don't do it correctly and the check goes to you instead of the new account, the IRS might consider it a withdrawal. Then taxes and penalties. Always do a direct rollover, trustee to trustee. No checks, no cashing out, just a smooth transition. Number 7. The Rule of 72T. A sneaky way to take money early. Let's say you're 50 and retiring early. You want to access your 401k but avoid the penalty. You can use the Rule of 72T. This allows you to take what are called substantially equal periodic payments for at least 5 years or until age 59 and a half. Whichever is longer. Sounds technical? It is, but think of it like setting up a mini pension for yourself. The payments are calculated using an IRS-approved method. Once you start, You must keep taking the same amount, no skipping allowed. And if you mess up, you could owe penalties on all past withdrawals. So it's powerful, but risky. Only use it with the help of a professional. Number 8. Loans versus withdrawals, a dangerous comparison. Some 401k plans let you borrow from your own account, up to $50,000 or 50% of your balance, whichever is less. No taxes, no penalties. Sounds great, right? But here's the catch. You have to pay it back, usually with interest, within 5 years. And if you leave your job before it's repaid, the loan becomes a withdrawal. Now it's taxed and maybe penalized. Let's say you borrow $20,000 and then get laid off. You now owe taxes and penalties on that amount unless you repay it quickly. It's a slippery slope. Use loans sparingly. Number 9. Withdrawing after retirement. Strategy matters. Once you hit retirement, it might be tempting to pull out large chunks at once, but the bigger the withdrawal, the higher the taxes. Let's say you need $10,000 a year. That might keep you in a lower tax bracket. But if you pull $50,000 in one go, you may bump into a much higher bracket and pay more in taxes. A better move? Plan a yearly withdrawal schedule that keeps you in a safe zone. Also, coordinate with your Social Security or other income. Stacking them up might cost you more in taxes than you realize. Number 10. Roth 401k, a different withdrawal game. If you contributed to a Roth 401k, you're playing by different rules. You paid taxes up front, so your withdrawals are usually tax-free, as long as you're over 59 and a half and the account is at least 5 years old. So if you've got both a traditional 401k and a Roth 401k, choosing which one to withdraw from first can be a smart tax move. Many people start with traditional 401k withdrawals to use lower tax brackets early, and then switch to Roth later. It's like playing financial chess. Number 11. The hidden impact on Medicare and Social Security. Here's something almost nobody talks about. Taking large 401k withdrawals in retirement can push your income higher, which affects how much you pay for Medicare. In fact, higher income retirees can pay up to $400 more per month in Medicare premiums than others. Also, your Social Security benefits might become taxable if your income, including 401k withdrawals, crosses a certain threshold. So it's not just about taxes, it's about keeping more of your money in every area of retirement. Number 12. You can't undo mistakes easily. Let's say you withdraw too much or too early. Can you just put the money back? In most cases, no. 401k withdrawals are usually final. That's why planning ahead is crucial. Treat your 401k like a loaded tool. Powerful, but risky if handled wrong. Once the money leaves, the damage can be done. Number 13. Partial withdrawals give you more control. You don't have to take all your money out at once. Most 401k plans allow partial withdrawals. This gives you flexibility to take only what you need, when you need it. Let's say you need $8,000 for a home repair. You can just take that amount, instead of withdrawing a full lump sum. This can help reduce your tax burden and keep your money growing longer. Think of it like sipping your retirement savings instead of gulping it. Number 14. Timing withdrawals with market conditions. Here's a pro move. Consider market timing. If your 401k investments drop due to a recession, pulling money out locks in those losses. But if the market is up, your balance may be higher, and selling doesn't hurt as much. Of course, you can't predict the market, but being aware of its condition helps. Avoid panic withdrawals during a downturn. Let the market recover if you can afford to wait. Number 15. 401k withdrawals and inflation. Inflation eats into your buying power. That $20,000 you take out today might not go as far 10 years from now. So your withdrawal strategy needs to account for rising costs over time. Many retirees start with smaller withdrawals early on and increase them later to keep up with inflation. Using a mix of stocks and bonds in your 401k can help you grow your money even in retirement. Your withdrawal plan isn't just about the amount. It's about the value of what that money gets you. Number 16. Don't forget about state taxes. Federal taxes are just one part of the equation. Many states also tax 401k withdrawals. Some states, like Florida and Texas, don't have state income taxes at all. Others, like California or New York, do. So if you're planning to move in retirement, consider how your destination state treats retirement income. A lower tax state could stretch your $401,000 further. It's not just about the beach. It's about the balance sheet too. Number 17. Spousal rights and 401k withdrawals. If you're married, your spouse has certain rights to your 401k money. In most cases, you can't name someone else as your 401k beneficiary without your spouse's written consent. Also, if you pass away, your spouse may inherit the account, but the rules for their withdrawals will depend on their age and relationship. This can affect taxes and timing. It's important to plan together so there are no surprises down the road. Number 18. Emergency withdrawals. Tread carefully. Life happens, job loss, medical bills, emergencies. Some plans allow hardship withdrawals, like for medical expenses, funeral costs, or preventing eviction. These can waive the 10% penalty, but not the income tax. And once that money's gone, it's no longer growing for your retirement. So while it's an option, it should be a last resort, not a go-to ATM. Number 19. Working after retirement changes the game. Let's say you retire at 62, then pick up a part-time job. That new income might push you into a higher tax bracket, affecting how your 401k withdrawals are taxed. Also, if you're still working at the company that sponsors your 401k, you might not have to take required minimum distributions yet, even if you're past 73. This rule only applies if you still work for the employer who holds the plan and you don't own more than 5% of the company. It's a smart move for part-time retirees. Work a little, delay taxes a lot. Number 20. Consolidate old 401ks for simpler withdrawals. If you've worked at several companies, you might have multiple 401ks floating around. Each one comes with its own rules, fees, and paperwork. Consolidating them into a single IRA or current 401k can make managing withdrawals easier. Fewer accounts, fewer headaches, more control. Just be sure to compare fees and investment options before rolling them over. It's like cleaning out your financial closet before retirement. You've spent years building your 401k. Now it's your turn to make it work for you. But knowing the rules is just the beginning. The way you use those rules is where the real magic happens. Are you planning your withdrawals smartly or winging it and hoping for the best? Let me know in the comments. How are you planning to use your 401k in retirement?